Okay, right, so you're probably wondering what I'm doing with my little daughter's bouncy sort of hopper, but I'm going to show you a very simple drill in this particular video to help you try and reduce your early extension into impact. So a common fault I see a lot of golfers will make is that standing up through that impact position, and this little simple drill you can do at home, something similar to this, is really going to help you in that impact position. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the early extension and maybe explain to any of you out there that maybe isn't sure of exactly what that is. As I said before, it's a common fault that I find with a lot of pupils is basically standing up, coming through impact position. So typically what I would see is, as a golfer would make the backswing, obviously when we start in your setup position, we've got some angles through the body, through the spine, into the legs, obviously that posture position, and ideally we want to sort of hold those angles, and we're going to rotate around those particular sort of angles, and obviously that helps to deliver that club back to that low point. But what I see a lot of golfers do is they strive to maybe increase power, and everybody uses the ground differently or uses different parts of the body to generate the power. Is we see this standing up, so we get to the top of the backswing, we start to come down and we start to throw the hips forward like that, so it's like a tuck of the hips underneath yourself, and obviously that then just straightens out the body, so we get into a position where we get maybe more like that. So as you can see, the rotation isn't happening here, we've just made more of a thrust forward. What typically is a carry on from that fault then is the handle's going to get lifted, and then we typically see a lot of lie angles where the toe is very up. So sometimes we're using things like launch monitors, so we're going to see some very, very toe down impact positions, and obviously that really can affect club face rotation and where the face is actually pointing through impact as well. So very difficult to get consistency of your golf shots. So you watch many of the tour players, they do it fantastically well, don't they? You know, they stay in that posture, they rotate around that angle, hold their angles very, very well, and obviously have that extra bit of rotation in there as well. So this little drill here, which I'm going to use, as I say, my daughter's little bouncy hopper, or you could do something like that medicine, I think they call them medicine ball, or the big spongy gym balls, something like that. Or if you haven't got anything like that, just any sort of soft object. And all we're going to do here is just pop it against the wall and against your bum. So you're just going to trap it there. Obviously with this, it's got that little bit of give there, hasn't it? So we're just going to trap it like so. And just to start off with, we're just going to put a club across our shoulders. So we're going to get in our posture position, so you'll feel that just squeeze against your bum into that wall, and then we're going to make a backswing position. So we're going to turn through the backswing, and as you do that and that right hip sort of rotates round, that'll just put a little bit of pressure into that ball, and you'll feel that. So again, you're going to keep that ball trapped against this wall, and then as we come to the downswing now, we're going to sort of rotate back, and you'll feel like your bum cheeks will just sort of rotate along the ball, and then as you get into your impact position, you should definitely now feel like your your right buttocks come off, but your left one's now really pushing into that ball. So again, you're keeping that ball trapped against the wall. So it's backswing, right buttock into the ball, downswing, left buttock into the wall. So you're going to rotate. You can see the clearance of my hips there. My hips are rotated, and I'm pushing that ball into that wall there. Backswing, downswing. Okay, now also if we early extend, so we get to there and we sort of push forward, obviously the ball's going to drop out and you're going to get that instant sort of feedback there. So let's try it now with a swing. You just got to be careful, obviously, what's behind you here, and we don't want to be scraping your irons up against the wall. So I've got an 8 iron here, but I'm going to grip it right down the bottom of the grip, so I'll make the club a lot shorter. Okay, make a backswing, just be careful where I'm getting to here. That's good. And I'm going to come back into this impact position like so. Very simple drill, very effective. That's it. So it keeps me in that posture position, and you might want to put a mat there and start to put a little bit of speed into it. Again, be careful of what you're going to do when you follow, if you're actually going to follow through. So to the top of that backswing, impact position. Top of the backswing, impact. Okay, so very simple drill there, just using a simple object from home, and that should really help you get the right sensations, the right feels of how we try and stay in our posture and get more rotation in that middle section into that impact position. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Pop a little comment in the section down below if that's something that you feel is affecting your game, that early extension. Is that a drill that you've maybe tried, or have you got another drill that you maybe want to share with us all? Obviously just fire in those comments down below as always. Hopefully enjoying the videos that we're doing for this self-isolation, keeping you trying to do some swing tips, some swing movements while we're all sort of staying at home. Share the video around, give it a thumbs up, and obviously subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hopefully we'll catch up tomorrow for another video.